Chris, really good to see you. We're up here for the state under-16s and under-18 championships, so a combined age group. What are the thought processes going through combining two age groups in the one weekend?
Well, it makes for an exciting weekend here at the 16s and 18s. We find if we split them that the atmosphere is not quite there, whereas the standalone weekends and the 14s and 12s and then the 10s and 11s, it really makes 4 exciting weekends. So it's a good way to go.
Obviously, the CAMs and the associations now between Launceston and the South have been working really well. Has that worked well from your perspective?
Yeah, we're happy with it. It still needs a bit of work. You know, we're first year in with Launceston Lightning, and breaking off into 2 or 3 even teams has its challenges, but we're working through it first year. Really, ultimately, it's providing better competition with the Launceston CAM and then the Hobart 5 CAMs that have entered really good teams. It's now combining with the Northwest associations to really put some strong teams in Division 1. Quite often we're getting 8 strong teams in Division 1, where in the past we might have got 4 or 5, and most of those were from the Northwest. So we're really excited that the competition's got better, the games are closer, the players are being challenged, the coaches, referees are all being challenged, especially late game in a tight, intense environment. That's what we're trying to achieve.
And obviously September's been the state championship month, which has been really great to see. We've had under 12s, under 14s now it is. What are your thoughts on the overall standard so far?
Yeah, well, it's good. We just like to see games with passion, intensity in games. It really, from our point of view, it doesn't matter who wins. We like to see it spread across, and in the first 2 weekends we had 1 Northwest winner in Division 1, 2 from Hobart and 1 from Launceston. It was a pretty good spread. So it'll be interesting to see with the 4 grades in Division 1 this weekend who wins them. But it really, from our point of view, it doesn't matter as long as it's a relatively even playing field and it promotes good competition, and it's been embraced. To give you an example, the Hobart teams, there was 20 in last year's state championships, and this year there's 40. So we're really happy with that progress. The 5 CAMs down there are embracing the new format, and we're still working through the Hobart structure as well. So we're really happy with the way that they've supported the state champs.
Let's quickly jump ahead to obviously the state under 20s, state under 18 teams. Obviously the coaches have been announced. Some formal Seabull players leading the front there, mate. Yeah,
it's good. It's good to see some of our really good coaches through the states involved. We're really happy with the coaching lineup of what we've announced. We've come a long way as a state in that regard, and that's credit to Mark Radford and David Munns and Sam and Darren as well for their work they do with the coaches in addition to the players. So the athletes here in Tassie can go away with confidence that the coaching staff with their team is a high calibre.
State League, you announced earlier in the week a couple of new teams coming into the fold. Who are they, and what do you expect for the State League coming up next month?
Yeah, a little bit of a new format, a central venue round. So we're playing 2 central venue rounds and then the final series. Ideally, we'd love to have a home and away competition. We've found that's been good, but it hasn't quite got there at the end of a long season from the regional leagues. That it hasn't. It's sort of on the back of that, and then some under 22s being played, that it hasn't quite captured the imagination. So we thought we'd try this with a central venue, because we know the final 4 is a really good weekend, with the top 4 in men and women throughout the state coming together and then being cutthroat for the grand final game on the Sunday in each. So we wanted to keep that, just on how we built through to that, and still allowed for the high performance teams to play. So we're really happy with it. We've got 8 men's teams and 5 women's. It would have been nice. 1 more women's team would have been perfect, but 8 and 5's really good. Kingborough Hewins in, Clarence is in, Penguins back in with men's and women's. Somerset men is great. Phoenix and always support it, and they won the men and women last year. So there'll be a few challenges for them this year. I'd expect some good strong competition. It'll be exciting.
Facilities, we talked about this I think last time we spoke to, and obviously we had Ned Cotton down from Basketball Australia and that kind of thing. I know you've had talks with the Tasmanian government. Where is the update on the facilities as far as maybe the south is concerned, and where can you point us in that direction, mate?
Yeah, we're hoping to have some exciting announcements fairly soon there. We've got further meetings with the government, and the government has been really supportive of us as a sport and sport in general. Not only they understand the facility shortage, especially in Hobart, but also some medium-term plans in Launceston. So they've put some money aside for that, and we'll be a part of those discussions. This is still a decent facility here in Launceston, but it needs new courts and some new facilities here. But Hobart's our priority right now, and we're hoping in the next month or two we'll be able to make some announcements there. We're working very hard with everyone involved, the Hobart Chargers, with Sport and Rec, with the government itself, and hopefully we can do an interview at some point when we're making some announcements, Ronnie.
So BTAS will be the first to know along with the rest of the media then?
That's right. I might give you an exclusive on that one, Ronnie.
Sounds good. Things are on the up, Chris. It's great to hear from you as always. Thanks for your time.
Great. Thanks for your work as always.